the area of this triangle, area of any triangle, is equal to half into base into height. This is the fundamental formula. For any triangle, this will work. If you know the base of the triangle and if you know the height of the triangle, you can find out the area of the triangle. Okay. And perimeter of a triangle, all of you know, is the sum of the lengths of the sides of the triangle, or any figure, in fact. If we are talking about the perimeter of rectangle, that is also a sum of the lengths of the sides. If you are talking about perimeter of a rhombus, that is also a sum of the lengths of the sides. Some of the boundaries, in fact, is called the perimeter. Okay, in some of your movies, you might have come across the word secure the perimeter. Secure the perimeter means draw a boundary. Okay, so perimeter is nothing but the sum of the lengths of the boundaries. So perimeter is more of an American word. Boundary is a better word, a British word. In fact, perimeter is a technical word. So let us see one application of this. Find the area of a triangle whose base is 6 centimeter and corresponding height is 4 centimeter. So if you see, I have drawn a triangle here. Okay. This I have taken as the base, and therefore this I have taken as the height. So clearly, the formula half base into height, half into 6 into 4 will give you 12 centimeters square. Okay. So this was a very fundamental application of the half base into height formula. This will work for any triangle, as I told you. Next is something called as the Heron's formula. This also works for any triangle. Okay. And I had given you the formula, if you remember, in the last class. And I told you that if I have a triangle ABC, such that the sum of the length of AB is C, the length of BC is A, and the length of AC is B. Then area of this triangle. Okay, before that, before applying Heron's formula, you first find out something called as the semi-perimeter of the triangle. This is denoted by S. Okay, semi-perimeter is the sum of the length of the side divided by 2. And area of this triangle, the Heron's formula is root over of S into S minus A, S minus B to S minus C. This is what is called the Heron's formula. Let us see one application of this formula. Okay. Question here is find the area of the triangle whose sides are 12 centimeter, 9.6 centimeter, and 7.2 centimeter. So this is all the length of all the sides are given. And just remember that you can apply this formula only when you know the length of the sides, all the length of the sides. If you don't know all the length of the sides, you will not be able to apply Heron's formula. Okay. So I start by saying let A is equal to 12 centimeter, B is equal to 9.6 centimeter, and C is equal to 7.2 centimeter. Okay. First of all, since we know the length of the sides, we'll first find out the semi-perimeter. S, A plus B plus C divided by 2. Okay, so this sum comes to 28.8 divided by 2. So the semi-perimeter that you are getting is 14.4 centimeter. Now, once you have found out the semi-perimeter, okay, now we shall proceed to find out the area by Heron's formula. Is equal to root over of S into S minus A into S minus B into S minus C. That is the Heron's formula. Now we'll see how to find out by putting the values. First of all, put the value of S, 14.4, S minus A we have taken as 12. In fact, A, B, C not necessarily you have to take in this order. You can take A is equal to 9.6 also. You can take B is equal to 12 also, any order you want to take. Okay. Fine. So now what we do is we work out the values. 14.4 into 14.4 minus 12 will give you 2.4. 14.4 minus 9.6 will give you 4.8. And 14.4 minus 7.2 will give you 7.2. Now the actual working starts from here. You convert all these decimals to a fraction. So one decimal shifts here, one decimal shifts here, one decimal shifts here, and one decimal shifts here. So how many shifts are there? 4 shifts. So that means you have 4 zeros in the denominator. Okay. Now what you do here, you cannot actually, multiply these. The better way is you prime factorize each of them. I've shown you the prime factorization here. Okay. You can check the prime factorization of 144. You can check the prime factorization of 24 and 48 and 72. Okay. So prime factorization I'm not doing once again. So prime factorization, you already know from your class 8. You have done a lot of prime factorization right from class 7, if I'm not wrong. So prime factorization of 144 is 2 to the power of 4 into 3 square. 24 is 2 cube into 3. Prime factorization of 48 is 2 to the power of 4 into 3. And prime factorization of 72 is 2 cube into 3 square. Okay. Once you have prime factorized, denominator you have 10, 1 and followed by 4 zeros. So you can write this as 10 to the power of 4. Now what you do is you collect the 2's together and the 3's together. And you collect the 3's together. Ten to the power of 4 you can write as square of 10 square. Now you can add up the powers of 2 to get 2 to the power of 4 plus 3 plus 4 plus 3 will give you 14 into, and again you can add the powers of 3 also to get 3 to the power of 6. 2 plus 1 plus 1 plus 2 divided by 10 square square. Okay. So now if you see denominator, I have expressed as a perfect square. I just have to express the numerator as a perfect square. So what I do is I half the power. So 2 to the power of 14 becomes 2 to the power of 7 and 3 to the power of 6 becomes 3 square, and I square all this. And in the denominator, I already have a square. So that now this ratio becomes 2 to the power of 7 into 3 square divided by 10 square whole square. Now that I have a whole square within the radical, now I can remove the radical. So I get 2 to the power of 7 into 3 square divided by 10 square. Okay, so this is what I get. And therefore, what is the product of this? 2 to the power of 7 is how much? 128. 128 into 9 divided by 100, which will give you 3456 divided by 100. And then you shift 2 decimals to the left to get your answer, 34.56 centimeter square. Understood? Any question here? If you are asked about the perimeter, how will you find out the perimeter? Perimeter is equal to sum of the sides, sum of the length of the side. What are sum of the length of the sides? 12 plus 9.6 plus 7.2.
Excuse me, sir.
Tell me.
So 128 into 9 will be 1152.
Will be 1152.
Yes, sir.
Okay, then maybe I've made multiplication mistake then. If it is 1152 by 100, then your area will be 11.52 centimeters. Okay, and the perimeter will be sum of the length of the sides, this much centimeter. Note the difference in the unit. The unit of area is centimeter square, and the unit of perimeter is only centimeter. Okay, so that is how you apply Heron's formula. Okay, next comes the area of an equilateral triangle. Now, if this, I'll just solve this question and see whether I can show you a smart way of, if I can give this question to you as a multiple choice question. Let's see. First of all, as I told you, remember this formula, area of an equilateral triangle is the formula is root 3 by 4 into a square, where a is the length of each side, each equal side. Okay. With the and perimeter of this equilateral triangle, since all the sides are equal to a, the perimeter of an equilateral triangle is equal to 3a. Okay, sum of the length of the sides. So with the help of these two, we are going to work out the next question. Question is, find the area of an equilateral triangle whose side is 8 centimeter. That means, yes.
Sir, can you please scroll the screen a little bit of down?
Okay, fine. So now a is equal to 8. You want to find the area of an equilateral triangle whose each side is 8 centimeter. So a is equal to 8. Hence, therefore, area of the triangle is equal to root 3 by 4 a square, which is equal to root 3 by 4 into 8 square, which is equal to root 3 by 4 into 8 into 8, which is equal to 16 root 3. And I told you when I was doing irrational numbers to remember the value of root 3. So you can remember the value of root 3 as 1.732 to get your answer as 27.712. But they have asked you only to correct to 2 decimal places. Here we have got till 3 decimal places. So what I do is I write this only till 2 decimal places, correct to 2 decimal places.
Excuse me, sir.
Tell me.
The sum which you solved, sir, just now, that will be, sir, in MCQ, or sir, we have to do in long type questions.
That is what I'm trying to tell you, that I will just show you here 1 or 2 questions. I'll try to show you how to do by MCQs. Okay, without actually solving the question. Okay, now suppose same question, I've solved this question, but same question, if I say find the area of an equilateral triangle whose sides are whose side is 8 centimeter, and I give you 4 options. First option I give you as, second option I give you as, third option I give you as, and the fourth option I give you as, right? These are the 4 options I give you. So will you actually do all this to get your answer as 16 root 3 and take this option? You don't need to actually. You know why you don't need to? Can anyone tell me why you don't need to do it? Anyone? Shiny? Shriyata?
Yeah. Yes, sir, because we know that 8 square we will get 16 because we are dividing it by 4.
Not exactly. See, there's a root 3 here in the formula, right? Isn't it? If there's a root 3 in the formula, that means the answer also has to contain root 3. Does this have root 3? It does
Yes,
not.
sir.
This option is out. Does this have root 3? So this option is also out. Does this have root 3? So this option is also out. The only correct option is this. Understood?
Yes, sir.
These are
Yes,
smart
sir.
ways. These are smart ways of doing. Okay. I could
Sir,
have taught
then
you.
these things will not solve.
Yes.
Sir, will not show the explanation in these sums.
Yes, whatever you are, how you are doing, you'll just write 2 or 3 lines why you are striking out these options. Finished. You understand? Why you are eliminating the 3 options, you'll
Yes,
write
sir.
there because it does not contain root 3. That is why the 3 options are eliminated. Hence, the correct answer is, say, question number 3C. Okay.
Okay, sir.
There are,
Thank you.
I could have taught you so many smart ways, but online it is difficult to show you. There are many smart ways. But the problem is smart ways in your standard. I don't think smart ways is a good way of, you know, learning, because first of all, you learn the regular way, then you learn later on the smart way. So unless you know the regular way well, smart ways will actually harm you later on. That is what I believe. Anyway, now that we don't have any choice and the world has gone ori, so we'll see. Area of an isosceles triangle. We have done the area of a scalene triangle. If you know the base and height of a triangle, you can work out the area of of any triangle by half base into height, whether scalene, isosceles, equilateral, whatever. Heron's formula also we have seen. Heron's formula also you can apply for any triangle. Okay. Third formula, root 3 by 4 a square, is specifically meant for equilateral triangles. Okay. This fourth formula is specifically meant for isosceles triangle. And the last class I showed you the derivation of this formula also, how we are getting this result. Suppose if you have a triangle ABC in which these two sides are equal, and these two equal sides are of length say A, and the unequal side is of say length B, then we say area of the isosceles triangle is equal to, the formula here is half 1/4 B root 4a square minus B square. Okay, and I actually showed you in the last class how to get this formula, but you don't need to go through a derivation. If you can remember this formula, well and good. And the perimeter of the isosceles triangle ABC sum of the length of the side, so it should be a plus B, which is 2a plus b. Okay, twice into the equal sides plus the unequal side. So with this in mind, let's work out the next problem. Find the area of an isosceles triangle whose equal sides are 5 centimeter and the third side is 6 centimeters. So here equal sides is denoted by A, 5 centimeter. Unequal side is given to you as 6 centimeter. Okay. So
So
what should be
one
the,
question I have.
yes, go ahead.
Sir, if we do not write any kind of steps, and sir, if I just put a tick mark, sir, you will not give marks.
No, under those circumstances, I will not give you marks because your neighbors may prompt you also for marks for the correct answer. Okay. So in such a situation, you will not get marks. You will have to show your working. Okay. So you can write a short working. That's okay, but you have to show your working. You don't have to write each and every statement. Understood what I mean?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So therefore, area of uh, the isosceles triangle is equal to 1/4 B root 4a square minus B square. Okay, is equal to 1/4. B is 6 into root over of 4 into a square minus B square. And then you calculate this 1/4 into 6 root over of 4 into 5 square is 100 minus 36 is equal to 1/4 into 6 into root 64. So 1/4 into 6 into 8. Root 64 is 8. It cancels. So you simply get 12. This is 1/4. Okay, I have made a mistake here. Okay, I have taken this as half. This should be 4. So this will cancel here with 2. You actually get this answer should be 12 centimeter square. Okay. So this is 12 centimeter square. Okay. Any question? So easy enough. Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Excuse me, sir.
Tell me.
Sir, in exam inside the circle, if the triangle comes, it will be easy like this only, or it can be hard, more hard than this.
I will show you some variations when I will be doing circles. There are 2 or 3 problems of that kind. Okay. I will show you those problems. You don't worry. Okay. I'll be coming to those. Now, is there any smarter way of doing this? If I give you the options, let's see. If I give you the option, everything depends on the options actually. Okay. If the options are closed, no smart ways will work. Ultimately, you will have to do all this. Okay. Let's see if we can work it out in a little smarter way. If I give you 4 options, say 56 centimeter square. If I give you another one as 64 centimeter square. And if I give you another one as, let's say 65 centimeter square. And if I give you the 4th option as 12 centimeter square. Okay. And you don't need to do all this. So how will you guess? A calculated guess. How will you guess? Anyone? Any guesses? Any guesses? Ritika, any guesses?
No, sir.
Samir, any guesses?
Sir, since A
Yes, sir.
and B are 5 and 6, the values are very small, so we can't have 56, 64 and all.
Yes, exactly. You see the base and height, very good. The base and height of the triangle, if you see, are 5 and 6. So the value, the whatever area you find, you cannot have so big values. You cannot have 56, you cannot have 64, you cannot have 65. The only correct option is 12. Understood? This is a calculated guess. Understood? Everyone?
Yes,
Yes,
Good.
sir.
Although I don't like this way of teaching you, but I used to teach this way to a lot of senior students. I mean, I'm not comfortable teaching you this. Anyway, let's see. First problem here. Find the area of a triangle whose sides are 34 centimeter, 20 centimeter, 42 centimeter. Hence, find the length of the altitude corresponding to the shortest side. So we have a triangle. Let's draw a triangle first. And the length of the sides are given to you. Whose sides are, let's take the sides as 34, this side. You can take any order you want, okay? You can take this side as 20 centimeter, and you can take this side as 42 centimeter. Okay, you need to find out the area of this triangle. So if you see AB is C, right? So C is equal to 20 centimeter. BC we normally take as A, so A is 42, and this is equal to B. So here A is equal to 42 centimeter, B is equal to 34 centimeter, and C is equal to 20 centimeter. Okay, so first find out the semi-perimeter. S. So 34 plus 20 plus 20 divided by 2. So this comes to 96 by 2, which is 48 centimeter is a semi-perimeter. Now we work out the area. Area of triangle
You
ABC.
gave 2,
Yes.
sir, in the downward.
What happened?
Sir,
So there
what? Why you
two.
gave 2 into the downward? 30 plus 20
Okay,
plus
34,
20 by
34.
2.
My mistake. This is A plus B plus C. So this is 42 plus 34 plus 20 divided by 2. Now this is okay. So area of triangle ABC is root over of S into S minus A into S minus B into S minus C. Put the values. S is, you have found out this to be 48 into 48 minus 42 into 48 minus 34 into 48 minus 20. Okay. Of 48 into 6. 48 minus 34 is 14. Into 48 minus 20 is 18. Now you cannot work with such big numbers, so you prime factorize each number. Okay. 48 can be prime factorized as 2 to the power of 4 into 3. 6 you can prime factorize 2 into 3. 14 you can prime factorize as 2 into 7. And 18 you can prime factorize as 2 square into 7. You can now collect the 2's together.
Excuse me, sir.
Hmm.
Sir,
Yes, tell me.
how can 18 be prime factorized as 2 square into
3
7?
square. Should be 3 square into
Excuse me,
2.
sir.
It should be 3 square into 2. Yes, you are right.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, tell me.
Sir, 48 minus 20 is 28.
28. Okay, and then that's my writing mistake there. This should not be 28. 18, this should be 28. And then now it's okay then. If it is 28, then it should be, if you prime factorize 28, you'll get 2 square into 7. Now this is okay. Okay. So now you collect the 2's together. 2 to the power of 4, 2, 2, and 2 square you collect. And 3 into 3 you collect together. And 7 also you collect together. So now this is, you add the powers of 2 to get 2 to the power of 8. And this is 3 square and this is 7 square. Now we want to write the whatever is within the radical as a perfect square. So what you do is you take half of the powers. 8 you write 4. 3 you write 3 to the power of 2 you write as 3 to the power of 1. 7 to the power of 2 you write as 7 to the power of 1 and take a whole square. Now you have a perfect square within a radical. So now you can remove the radical. Okay. So I think this should come to 336 centimeter square. So you've got the area of the triangle. Now we'll look at the second part of the question. The second part of the question says, find the length of the altitude corresponding to the shortest side. Fine. Which one is the shortest side? This one. So what is the altitude here to the shortest side? This is the altitude to the shortest side. You need to find out the length of, let's call this M. You need to find out the length of this, okay, CM. So how do you find out the length of CM? What is the area of this triangle if base and height are given? Area of triangle ABC is equal to how much? Half into base into height. If the height is there, which if I take base as AB, then my height is CM, right? This is my height. So this is the area. So according to, but we have already found out the area to be 336. So let me put the value of AB also. AB we know as 20 and CM we don't know. So therefore this is, you can write this as 10 cm. Okay. So and the 10 cm is the area of the triangle, but we have found out the area of the triangle to be 336. So according to a problem, 10 cm is equal to 336. You can put it in brackets here so that it does not look like a centimeter. Cm is equal to 336 divided by 10.
Sir,
So what is it?
33.6.
Yes, so 33.6 is the length of the altitude to the shortest side. Clear? I'll stop here then.